As a continuing part of the self-published book unboxing series, I am going to compare two big print-on-demand distribution platforms in Lulu and KDP Print. Stick around. Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale, where you'll learn to publish books that sell and build an unstoppable brand. And as we continue to push forward in the self-published book unboxing series, it's my pleasure to show a comparison between KDP Print Books and Lulu.com books. As some of you may have seen in my previous video of the Lulu.com book unboxing, I am very happy with their quality and I'm very happy with the delivery time. But before we get into this, I do have to address the fact that I have a few indie authors that are responsible for helping me out with the self-published book unboxing series. And it should be noted that the review of each one of these are on the products, not so much the contents or the manuscript in general. This only reflects the print-on-demand distribution platform and not the authors. So let's start this out with Lulu.com book by Jay Hamilton. And the delivery time, again, much like in the previous time I'd mentioned, it was lightning fast. It only took 5 days for this book to go from warehouse to my doorstep. So I'm really super impressed with Lulu's ability to deliver my product to me in record time. As far as shipping and handling goes, they actually have this shipped in a bubble wrap envelope again. Listen, folks, I'm going to scream this from the top of the mountains every single time. Bubble wrap envelopes for books is not a sufficient way to ship a book. If it was a used book, it would be a different thing. But when I want to get a new book and keep it in mint condition, I want it to be supported. And bubble wrap envelopes don't cut the mustard. However, much like what I got from my last experience from Lulu, it still came in great shape. It wasn't kicked around, it wasn't bent, there was nothing outwardly wrong with the book itself. As far as quality goes, again, Lulu nails it. I mean, the glossy cover is really good. The white interior is amazing. The print is awesome. The cut of the book looks fantastic. Overall, I am overly impressed at this point with what Lulu delivers. They're head and shoulders above what I've seen in other print-on-demand distribution platforms. But what about KDP Print? This is where it gets interesting. I had two different authors send me their books from KDP Print, and both of them were about the same size at about 6x9, and both of them were ordered right about the same time. But the experiences were a lot different, and we're going to compare Lulu and KDP Print in just a second. So we're going to compare first KDP Print versus KDP Print. So let's start it out with a good friend of mine and fellow subscriber here on YouTube, Tony Jacobson. And Tony sent me out his book here from KDP Print. Here's where it gets interesting. It took 16 days for Amazon to ship this book from their warehouse and for it to arrive on my doorstep. 16 days. He didn't do anything different than anybody else did with any of the other KDP Print orders. But for some reason, this took a long time to get to my house. What gives here, KDP? The next thing is shipping and handling. Much like all the other ones, bubble wrap envelopes doesn't cut the mustard, but thankfully Tony's book arrived on my doorstep in mint condition. Super happy with how it came, despite it taking so long. Last but not least, much like I had mentioned before, the quality of KDP Print books is pretty good. Good glossy covers. The white interior looks excellent. Very super happy with how this book came out. This is awesome to say the least. So great work on this one, KDP Print. But there is another side of the coin here, and I had this discussion with the author himself, and this is a good friend of the channel, Mark Brownless. He actually sent me his book, and it did get damaged. And unfortunately, you may not be able to see this up close. The binding became bent up here. There was a couple pages that were folded because it came in a bubble wrap envelope, and it was pretty much manhandled in transit here. But this is where it's going to blow you away. Mark is out in the UK. He ordered this from the US site to be delivered to me, and it got here in the fastest of all of the print orders that was done in the self-published book unboxing series in 4 days. That's right, his book got here quicker than anyone else's. Is it possible that maybe a world-class footballer kicked it all the way from the warehouse to here, and that's why it got here in record time? I'm not sure. Either way, it got here fast, but where they got it wrong was the packaging. And, you know, I got this damaged book, and I let Mark know, of course. And in most instances, if you ever get a book or a product from Amazon that is less than what you expected, if it's damaged, you must report it. Don't just post in my comments on a YouTube channel that you got a damaged product and you're unhappy with their services. I don't control that. Amazon does. You need to immediately get a hold of them through wherever you ordered it, be it through your Amazon KDP dashboard or through Amazon.com. Either way, get a hold of them, report damages like this so they can make replacements for it. So as far as the comparison goes between these two print platforms, I am really happy with the shipping of KDP Print when it comes to 4 days. But this is the exception to the rule. And it seems like with the faster shipping, I sacrificed quality. But then again, it took a little longer and I got it in perfect shape. However, if I'm gonna wait that long to get a good quality book, I might as well go ahead and shorten that time and go with Lulu.com because they have a better quality in my opinion, and they've got a good track record with me. I've yet to receive a damaged product from them despite shipping in bubble wrap envelopes. So I'm gonna have to give this one up. This is my opinion. I think that Lulu has the leg up over on KDP Print when it comes to delivery, shipping and handling, and quality. What do you think? Do you think Lulu.com is all that in a bag of chips, or do you lean more in favor of KDP Print? I definitely would love to hear from you. But hey, the party is not over. Oh yes, the self-published book unboxing series continues on, so you're gonna wanna make sure that you join me in the next video where we're gonna be doing a 3-way comparison of some of the print-on-demand distribution platforms. So make sure you join me on over there.